Hello, ladies and gentlemen, we are live, and the poll is live as well. So, in case you weren't aware, the channel members got to decide whether or not we went with a live unboxing or an edited unboxing. It wasn't even really a close call. Pretty much everyone thought that AirPods Pro first listening experience needed to be live, but also a lot of people just prefer the live streams for the unboxing. It feels like we're living vicariously through each other. Hope you guys are doing well. I'll try to keep up with the chat best I can. I figured I'd give just a couple minutes for people to join in. A lot of notifications probably getting pushed right now. Do you think we'll see an iPhone camera redesign next year? Since we've had the same one since the 11? Yeah, that would make sense. At least if they adopt the periscope lens next year. They might not. It's important to remember they might not adopt the periscope lens next year. Hello, Daniel Holloway. Critical Plus has done the audio response charts for the AirPods Pro 2, and they look pretty good. Yeah, I've been hearing nothing but great things about AirPods Pro 2, and I've actually not watched a single review yet. I haven't had the time to just sit down and watch a bunch of YouTube lately. I like the box design, though. It's different. They're like more diagonal from each other. I have the old AirPods Pro box, and they're kind of right next to each other, and these have the case listed right there on the back as well, which is compatible with the Apple Watch Charge Puck, which I'll definitely be testing today. Legion, thank you for the super chat. He says, can't get my iPhone 14 Pro Max 1 terabyte till October. Yikes. I'm sorry to hear that. And I'm sorry my neighbor is deciding to rev up their motorcycle or whatever right as I go live. Could I explain the periscope lens for a second? It's a lens that uses mirrors to essentially make a telephoto lens that can zoom a lot further because it's put in sideways in the phone. Like most of these lenses are all just the sensor is flat and then there's a lens sitting on top of it. A periscope lens, the sensor is sideways looking through a big telephoto lens that then reflects through a mirror, and it takes up a lot of space on the back. So that's why most people are thinking a periscope lens likely won't work with this camera setup. Yeah, I've tried to use desk view before. It just doesn't work very well. This works a lot clearer. You can see my face fine, and you can see the product in a lot more detail. You guys know what I look like, so I figured the Apple Watch Ultra packaging should take the lead. Seems like that's winning the poll. Just a couple minutes, I'll probably end it, and we'll start the unboxing. I did tweet, I'm upset the Ultra cuts text off on the top due to the rounded corners. I saw your tweet, Daniel. I'm sad to hear that, but still excited to see it out. To try it out in person, form my own opinion on it. I'd like to see a 2-inch regular Apple Watch. Yeah, it would be kind of interesting if they kept this size, but not necessarily kept the Ultra-esque design scheme. I have my AirPods Pro first generation as well to compare to, so we can kind of go back and forth. Will I keep the Ultra? I'm not planning to, but I've not committed to not upgrading. We talk more about that in the next tech podcast. The channel members will get the tech podcast tonight. Everybody else will get it tomorrow. But I don't want to commit before I've even tried a product to whether or not I'm keeping it. So that's what I've learned from this whole process. Even though I'm not keeping the 14 Pro, I still I like the concept of try out the product, see how it feels, see how it works into your daily life, then make a decision. So I haven't tried the Ultra yet, so I don't want to make a decision, but currently I'm not planning on keeping it. Legion super chatted, is the new AirPods compatible with Duo MagSafe charger? Well, the last generation AirPods was compatible with MagSafe. For the record, I have MagSafe Duo right here. Sorry, it's a little dirty. I don't have the magnetic charge case, but they did release a version of AirPods Pro with MagSafe support, and it would just magnetically snap in place. But yeah, even the first gen AirPods Pro will charge there. But these new generation AirPods Pro will charge here or here. That's the difference. These AirPods Pro first generation will not charge on the Apple Watch Charge Puck, but the second gen will, which I don't know how they figured that out, but that's awesome. It's a very decent surprise. This is a cool camera set. Oh, thank you. Forialdo? Forialdo. I appreciate you liking this. It's kind of an experimental camera setup, but I like it too. Ben Rayner super chatted, happy unboxing day. I have to wait until second week of October before my iPhone 14 Pro gets here, but I want an Ultra Mini. I have small wrists. Yeah, I don't think the battery life would be quite as good, but all right. I think we're ready to begin. I'm so sad my AirPods Pro 2 got delayed. I'm sorry to hear that, Ryan. But I think I'm caught up. Just got my new AirPods today. I have no idea if they were worth it. They make now, but the audio sound doesn't sound any different to me. That's the first person I've heard say they don't sound any different. But okay, we've got the Ultra, and let me just inspect the box for a second. This is using some kind of, I don't know if you can tell on camera. Maybe if I switch to, I think I can do this. If I switch to center stage, I can do macro. Look at this. It's like recycled paper. It's not like your normal iPhone box. This is like, I don't know, definitely some kind of environmentally chosen paper. It's got a nice texture to it. It doesn't feel like the box that compare that to what the AirPods Pro texture looks like. They're definitely different, you can tell. I don't know why they just do this on the Apple Watch Ultra, but they do. So the center, if I turn on center stage, basically, it lets you do the macro focusing. So you get a lot of detail. I don't know how much YouTube is compressing that. But okay, back to the main lens. I'm ending the poll now because the unboxing is beginning. So sorry. Thank you for voting. Let's rip into this bad boy. So in case you weren't aware, I got the green Alpine Loop because this was one of the few options that was available on launch day. And obviously 49 millimeter because that's the only one there is. But it is the Ultra. You just pull these back tabs like so. And, ooh, you can already see the design. Okay, hold on. How do I show this best way? Probably this. Ooh, whoa. Look at this interior pattern. Oh, my God. That is so cool. Sorry. As someone who collects Apple boxes, this type of stuff fascinates me. I love the mountainous terrain and all this background and everything. That looks so amazing. And this is like a little booklet. Oh, cool. Whoa. Ocean Alpine Trail. Got all the different watch bands. It's so cool that it comes with its own book. Let's see. Sorry if I'm hitting the mic here. Open your band box. Follow the steps to attach your band to your Apple Watch. Put on your Apple Watch. I don't even know if I want to use the included band, to be honest. Jacob, thank you for the super chat. Still better than the iPod Touch plastic packaging. Yes, 100% agree. Wow. You can already tell this watch is going to be big based on just the, I'm sure, true-to-life imagery. Whoa, they print all this out. It's not, like, super high-resolution printing, but it's just funny that you get this, like, fairly official-looking book for instructions showing you waypoints and stuff. Never mind. The ink is pretty high quality. How much work went into this? It is going to be huge. Like to throw away the boxes. It gives me power. And then back here you have a little insert. Normally I'm not interested in the paperwork, but this is so different. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, just a bunch of fine print. Okay. Voila. Here we get to the good stuff. But yeah, I love this little booklet. Can I put this on display back here? Look at that. Oh, it stands on its own. That's amazing. And Caleb Smith, thank you for the super chat. Keep up the good work. Love the video. Oh, thanks, man. You didn't have to do that. You got to use the band. Man, everyone's saying I got to use the band. The problem is I don't know if I'm keeping it. That might make it more complicated. Oh, what the heck? For the record, I haven't watched any Apple Watch Ultra unboxing, so I'm not entirely sure how this goes. But why is the band box so huge? This looks nothing like any other Apple Watch band. All I see is the number 9 large. Or the number 6, I guess, if you hold it this way. I'm not used to the band being so bulky. What is with this packaging? I'm sorry. I'm not as interested in the band as I am the watch. Some of you I know, Randy, are the opposite. But we got to pull these tabs back. Like so. Get in here. All right. Let's flip you around. I want to see you with my own eyes. Here we go. Bruh. Oh my God. It's huge. Whoa. Okay, I'm sorry. I already got to compare it before I even take it out of the box. Let's see. Wow. Night and day, literal difference. Oh my god, that thing is huge. I love that they put the latitude and longitude for designed by Apple in California. I love that. Great attention to detail, Apple. Thank you. Thank you for being so quirky. And you've got your charge. Ooh, braided charge cable too. Can you guys tell it's braided? It's like a fabric USB-C cable. That's cool. All right. Let me take out this bad boy. Whoa! Oh my god. It's surprisingly light. This was way lighter than I thought it was going to be. I guess that's the magic of titanium. Whoa. Oh, man. I don't know if that's the paper or if the digital crown is really hard to turn. Wow. Okay. Let me peel back here. Let's take a look at this bad boy. Whoa. Oh, I'm probably doing it wrong. I'm tearing it. Whoa! Oh my god. Bro, look at this thing. Oh my god. That is cool. And I have that giant flat face. This is so much bigger than my Series 7. That orange really pops though. My god. Not used to seeing so many screws on an Apple Watch. But that might help with repairability. I don't know. 49 millimeter titanium. Man, knowing this puck is the same size as your other Apple Watch pucks out there. Let me compare. Really gives you an idea of the size. Bruh. And you know what? I was wearing this to a dinner the other night, and someone said, "So that's the new Apple Watch, huh?" And I was like, no, but I'm getting that later. They thought because this watch was huge, I must be wearing the Ultra. And no, this is like the biggest Apple Watch ever, and now the Ultra is a thing, dwarfing it in comparison, especially on the front, now that face is filling up so much. It's like it could consume the display of the Ultra could consume like the entire chassis of the 7. Oh, wow. That is beautiful, honestly. It looks a lot cooler in person. I like the flushness of the action button. And, okay, never mind. That digital crown actually turns really easily. The paper was making it harder to turn. How's the travel on these things? I'm probably going to turn it on here. Yeah, no, that's pretty satisfying. That's a good click. It's pretty large and thick to other Apple Watches, but compared to sport watches, it's pretty normal. Oh, yeah, other sport watches, I'm sure. This is probably small relative to other ones out there. I think if I switch to center stage, I can get some macro shots of this. That would be kind of cool. Let's get up close and personal. Ooh. Wow. That little bump all the way around the edge. That is so different than what we thought it was going to be, but I love it when Apple surprises us with products like this. So many holes. Look at all the little microphones and speakers all around the edges. You can see all that detail. Wow. Yeah, orange was the right accent color. I think that was absolutely the right choice. Whoa, center stage is making it big. See the iPhone on the other end. So many holes. It's amazing that it's so water resistant. I don't know. What is center stage looking for? Does it think it sees a face? I'm not sure. Sorry. I'm just admiring its beauty for a second because I think it just looks gorgeous. Center stage is wandering around for some reason. Sees a ghost. But yeah, that is massive. I need to see these bezels though. It's kind of hard to tell with the screen off. Wow. Digital crown click isn't as deep. Oh, really? Oh, you're right. Yeah, just pressing the digital crown, it's definitely not as deep. Thank you, Ben Rayner. Oh my god, he gifted 5 memberships. That was nice of you. Man, we're going to get some AirPower sounds now in the chat. It's a good looking watch, yeah. Currently sync my Audible books to it. It's very light, and the watch band is great. Sorry, I just want to see what it looks like. I know everyone knows what it looks like in Alpine Green. Super Lalo, thank you for the super chat, says the Apple Watch Ultra is the definition of the power of the sun in the palm of my hand. Yeah, that's a deep one. Thank you, everybody, for becoming members. Okay. I know. Whoa. What is it? Spin on its own. Oh my God. Perpetual motion. That's trippy. All right. Turning off center stage. Tyler Forte says, I love it so much. And thank you for being a member for 15 months. That's a long time. Jeez. Does 42 millimeter and 45 millimeter bands fit flush on the sides, or is Ultra slightly smaller? Well, let's find out. It says on the website that it is compatible, but they might not be perfectly flush, but they do connect. So just for proof, this watch band is 44 millimeters. So this was not actually intended for my Series 7, but it fits fine. So let's see what it looks like with the white. I'm going to slide this on. Like, it's a little tight, but, oh, it clicks. Yeah, I mean, it's a little off. Can you tell? Just a tad. Yeah, see, it's like the bands go out a little bit further when they're optimized for the Ultra, but it does click in there. It's very secure. I'm just curious what it looks like, because I've seen it with all the Alpine bands and everything. That's not bad. I feel like the titanium and the white go together pretty well, actually. The watch magnet is doing that. Oh, yeah, there's the watch puck back there. I wonder if Ultra could replace my stainless steel 7. Looks really... Well, it could. I'm sure it could replace it, but... I'm actually impressed that I've pushed these buttons and it hasn't booted up yet. I have my real iPhone, the 13 Pro Max, ready to pair. So... But I'm also using continuity camera, so I'm hoping the option doesn't pop up on the 14. I think I can turn this display off on this, and it should still work. Okay, so yeah, the 14 is off, which I'm just using as a camera. My SIM is out of it, in case you want proof. Swipe down, see? My eSIM has moved back to the 13, but because of this whole setup process and stuff, I wanted a different camera just for this. Let's see. Does the AirPods Pro 2 case work with the first generation AirPods Pro buds? Could you test if they charge? I'm going to guess they don't, but yeah, I wouldn't mind testing it for you. Okay, I think I'm ready to try to boot this up. I think I probably just need to hold the power button, and I'll hold it nearby this. Or side button, I should say. Not. I don't know if that's its official term. Oop, okay. We got power. Let's see what happens here. I know you can pair multiple watches to the same phone, so that shouldn't be a problem. You think Apple Watch Ultra is going to update yearly like iPhones or rarely like Mac Pro? That's a good question. I feel like because it's so expensive, it should probably be upgraded annually. Okay, we should get the little pop-up here shortly. Maybe it doesn't know which of it. There we go. Hey, the little icon's in there too. It's got the crown guard and everything. Okay. I'm going to hit continue and hold this up. Does that use... Yeah, it's using the ultra-wide lens. I don't know if it always did that, but... Christian says, I just got mine. The crown touches my skin. Do you experience the same? Well, I haven't even put it on yet, but... Make this your new Apple Watch. Yeah, we're going to do that. Sorry, it might pull up some personal info, so I'm not showing the whole screen. But I think this won't show anything bad. I just don't want to dox myself here. I'll put it on, but yeah, I bet the crown, it looks like it comes out the back quite a bit, so I imagine that would touch the skin occasionally. I saw somewhere that this watch has the same resolution as the first iPhone. Really? That's crazy. Man, it is bulky. Look how much the screen pops out on the back compared to... Where's my old faithful? Series 7 feels so small now. And it used to fit... This watch feels heavier. It might actually be... That's crazy. The steel is so much heavier than titanium. So many dots on these things. Whoa. I'm just agreeing to my terms and conditions on the phone over here. Wow. Really feels like scuba gear, seeing the screen so big like that. I have the same issue, definitely one of my knocks so far, but otherwise loving the Ultra. Oh, hey, Viper, the man about tech. Good to see you. Okay, seems like multiple people are noticing the touching the... Ooh, okay, I just got some of the vibration. Is that the full bezel? Ooh, okay. I'm going to enter my passcode here, so forgive me for doing it off camera. All right. Should be entered now. Should I put it on? Let's see how this bad boy feels. Usually I'm on the third loop. Whoa! Oh my god. I feel like I have pretty big arms, and yet this still looks comically large on my wrist. I think it's so large that the band honestly feels a little bit loop. Oh, this is different. What's this? Optimized charge limit. If you see an open charge ring, Apple Watch will charge to an optimized limit. The limit adapts to your daily usage and preserves your battery lifespan over time. Why can't my MacBook do this, Apple? Why is the watch so good at this? Yeah, okay. Oh, giveaway. Sorry. I'm 5'11", and I'm 184 pounds. Sorry. I guess I doxed my health information. Okay, I'm just going to hit continue on the phone. I'm going to set up Apple Pay because I do use Apple Pay a lot. That would be way too big to me. Joshua says the crown doesn't touch his skin. I think mine does a little bit, but it's not enough to, like, set it off. Huh. Can you try the band that came with it on your Series 7? I really like the watch bands for it, but don't want to buy it and have it not fit. I guess I could try. Where is it? Since the watch is just setting up at this point. All right, let's take a look. This is the Alpine Loop Titanium G hook. I guess that looks like a G. Tear the paper here. Open this. Wow, look at all this. This is recycled paper too. I don't know if you can tell, but it's got the like texture to it. Ooh. Wow. Just pull this out like this. It's got some paperwork here. Why is the band packaging so big? How does that pop out? Ooh. It feels like it kind of pulls on the fabric a little bit when you're inserting it. Am I doing it right? Or right or wrong? Feels like I'm hurting the fabric when I do that. Is that right? Any other way to do it? Feels like that's the way it's meant to be. Okay, so this says 49 millimeter. So I will try it on the Series 7 since you asked. Optimized battery charging actually works great on my MacBook Pro. It's kept at 80% for months since it never leaves my desk. Mine never leaves my desk and it keeps it at 100% for months. It's so stupid. It doesn't work. No matter how many times I've turned it on, it still keeps it at 100%. And then I'll drain it down below 80 and then it comes back in here and it goes right back up to 100%. Same on my Apple Watch. I can show you that actually. Hold on. I'll type this in. I'll show you my battery stats in here. Series 7. See? It could have stopped charge. I charge it at the same time every night. It could have stopped at 80% up here, but it decided to go from low power mode straight to 100, leave it at 100 all morning, and it didn't dip below 100% until I took it off the charger. I know the MacBook has optimized battery charging. It doesn't work. Always tough the first time. I've had it for a year. Oh, this is cool. Look at this. Action button. Choose what you'd like the action button to do. Waypoint, workout, stopwatch. I kind of like stopwatch. I'm going to try that. Okay, Apple Watch is syncing. Now we just wait. Sky Super Chat, it says you're charging it wrong. That's the problem. Everyone's like, just leave it plugged in and it'll figure it out. I leave it plugged in. 3 months later, it's still at 100%. Okay, let's try to put this one on. See what happens. 49 millimeter band, 45 millimeter watch. Click. Wow, it actually sits very flush. Look at that. It's perfect. Do it on this one. This is a weird design. It's kind of fussy. All right, let's slide that in. Titanium meets steel. Is that a curse? Is that bad? Yeah, it snaps in fine. It fits. They're backwards compatible. If anything, maybe it protrudes a little bit. Here, I'll do the macro here. maybe it sticks out a little bit more than it should, but not by much. It's pretty dang flush, to be honest. So yeah, you can put an Ultra band on a Series 7. And it'd probably work on a Series 6, to be honest. I'm going to put this on the other wrist. Waiting because they really don't have many choices on watch bands that I want, plus any type of covering for that watch. Yeah, here, let me... This is kind of tricky to adjust. It kind of gets stuck on those loops there. Okay. Am I doing this backwards? Is it upside down? All the strap designs are fussy apart from the one that's sold out. This feels like it might be backwards. I think that's right. I don't know. Is diving or swimming? I'm using al dente, Caleb. It works pretty nice. Al dente was just too buggy for me. It kept crashing. Huh. I definitely need it to be tighter. Can you dry the 49mm band on the Series 3? I don't have a Series 3 with me. My wife is wearing it right now. She's out. Best watch band was the Space Black Millennium Loop. The Ultra is pretty snazzy. Yeah, it's just setting up for me. It's doing like this whole setup ordeal. Oh, are you done? No, it just needed a second. That is big. That is such a bulky watch. Oh my god. Demitha Fernando, thank you for the super chat. When are we getting the Watch Ultra Plus diving review? I don't know if I'm going to do a diving review. I'm sorry. I'm not really nearby a place where you do that kind of thing. But someone will do it. It's not going to be me, but someone will do it. The band ends are wrong. I figured. You're wearing it wrong. Okay. For one, it's on the wrong watch. I don't know who's going to buy this combo. Titanium watch band with steel watch. Do people like that? I don't know. I feel like even though it's backwards, man, I do not like that watch band style. I didn't want this watch band, to be clear. I wanted the Ultra on launch day, and I had to get this watch band in order to get it on launch day. I tried to get a different band, and they said it wouldn't arrive till October. So I was like, well, I guess I'm getting this one. So it really wasn't my plan to use this from the get-go. Okay. We'll put it on the other way. See if that makes it easier. Drew needs to test the 100mm. I've never dove before, to be honest. Only the clip is titanium. I know, but still, it looks weird to have titanium and graphite steel together like that. I don't know. I don't think that's going to be a common watch combo. All right. See, these get caught on the band. And then you come back here and tighten it. Ugh. How do people wear these? Slide it in like that. Okay. Yeah. I mean, someone probably likes that, but what watch band would have I gotten? Probably, if I had the option no watch band, I would have chosen that. But there was a different one that was black. I think it was called the Ocean one or something. It's in the book. Probably in the book here. Ocean, yeah. I wanted one of these, but in black. And when I selected that one, it said it wasn't ready until October. So I was like, eh. So Alpine was the first one I could get on launch day. So, but that's what it looks like on the Series 7. It's okay. Not my favorite. Love the green hiking loop. The orange one in person is cool, but I think the green and orange would complement well. Okay, that's enough center stage. Keeps jumping around. I don't love this band, though. It's kind of... You gotta pull the metal part. Why do people like this? I don't know. You gotta pull the metal part through the loop. Like so. Which feels like I'm breaking it. And then you have to work these little hinges out, which it wants to fight you, and then you have to slide it off your wrist. Yeah, that's why I don't wear loop bands in the first place. So I'm not personally a fan of this band, the color or the design. I like bands that you can take off really easily. That's what I like about the Nike and sport bands is you just pop real quick. This is still setting up. I wonder why it's taking so long. It says Apple Watch is syncing. But yeah, see this band, very simple. G hooks are finicky, I agree. You should be able to do it one-handed. What? How would I do it? When don't yeah, it's on your wrist. Don't you have to do all of them one-handed? Yeah, when I want to take this one off, I just pull here, boop, and it's off. Like that. Didn't take long at all. And when I want to put it on, I put the watch where it's supposed to go, pull this part back, clip the loop, tuck, boom, it's on. It takes seconds. It's not very finicky. This one is just already, it's getting packed with sweat. It's meant to be hard to get off. Well, this one never falls off me, at least, unintentionally. But when I want it to come off, it comes off really quick. The running loop would be ideal. Where's the running loop? I didn't see that one. You mean the trail? The Velcro? I don't like loop bands in general. I like bands that detach like this one. Loop bands, you always have to like slide them off your hand, which I have kind of big hands, so that always feels cumbersome. But yeah, that's someone will like this. It's just not me. But while that's syncing, should I get into AirPods Pro? If the bands were a little cheaper, I'd consider picking up an Ocean band. I do a lot of high-speed water sports, and I actually lost my Series 2 on a rope swing. Really? That's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that. Let's see. Velcro loop is the best band. Velcro is nice, but I think I would still prefer something like this. I guess my watch has never fallen off unintentionally like that. It's like the only time it comes off is when I want it to. This loop has been pretty reliable for me, but maybe that's because I'm not doing that many extreme water sports. Is the Series 8 battery life good on paper? Because Ultra seems like an overkill just for a battery or GPS stuff. Visualizer, thank you for becoming a channel member. Oh, I got the tap. Apple Card is ready. Whoa! Look at this. What do you do? Big old screen. Hey, we got the Nike face. Wow. Oh my God. Oh, that's weird. The digital crown. You have to tap it. You have to scroll with it in a very specific way. I think I might be a little bit used to scrolling it from the top part, but the crown guard's in the way, so you have to grab it from right here. 90% out of the box, which is pretty good. And wow. This is pretty big. Definitely the biggest an Apple Watch screen has ever been. But like if I bring up text or something, settings, general, screenshots, I want to have those on. Okay, good, they're on. This backed up, I think, from my last Apple Watch, whatever it had on data. I like the text size to be small so I can read more. You know, at this age you can read small text, so makes the screen feel larger. Battery. Low power mode is right there. That's different. They don't call it optimized. Well, they do call it optimized battery charging right there, but then they call it optimized charge limit. I feel it's weird to rock the Ultra daily size-wise. Well, I just got the thing on. Let me see what it feels like if I just... I don't know. How can I better show this? Multi-angle live stream. Yay. Okay. So if I just walk around here... No, it's not heavy. It doesn't feel heavier than my Series 7, but it's just big. It just takes up a lot of space. Look at them gains. I'm glad that the always on display is not on by default. That's what I prefer. Huh. Yeah, it's still surprisingly light considering its size. Doesn't feel like a really heavy watch, but it's just taking up a lot more space. I mean, look at that. Will it focus? It just protrudes a lot from the arm. It is a huge watch compared to an Apple Watch. It's going to hit walls more easily. Well, it seems like it should be good at that, though, right? If you had to have a watch hit a wall, would you want it to be this one or this one? Hey, Chris Norton, we're just unboxing the Apple Watch Ultra. I just set it up, and I'm trying it on. I'm seeing how it feels if I move around like this. I'm kind of tested. I'm curious to test like the pinging feature, but I need to hear a speaker. I turned on the water lock, and I'm gonna hold the crown to unlock. Ooh. It sounds about, yeah, it doesn't sound too different, but what does Siri sound like? I don't know. Tell me a joke.
Why did the man quit his job at the donut factory? He was fed up with the whole business.
Oh, wow. Okay. Can she talk louder than that? It doesn't seem very loud. I probably have the settings for Siri set low on purpose, but she sounds very clear considering it's a watch speaker. Where is Siri? Here she is. Use with Siri. There's no volume in there. Where's the sounds? Alert volume. Cover to mute. That's good. Okay, that's full. Wow. That is pretty loud. I usually don't want my watch making noises, but tell me a different joke.
That may be beyond my abilities at the moment.
You can't tell a different joke? Fine. It makes sense for the Ultra to not feel heavier. Titanium is lighter. Yeah, obviously. How's the keyboard on the watch? Let me bring one up. Is there a text message that I feel comfortable showing? Yeah, I can move this back over here. Let's see. Move you down like so. Hey, it's Mike. Okay. Testing. Oh, texting. It's a little bit weird because I'm trying to show it on camera, so I'm not as comfortable with it, but testing the Apple Watch Ultra keyboard for the for the very first time. Yay. Yeah, that felt a lot easier. I mean, it is a big screen. It's about as convenient, but what I'm not loving, just first reactions, okay, you want my first impressions? I'm not loving the size of the bezel. Like when I open anything here, like let me do the flashlight. It gives you a good indication of how the bezels just feel chonk, you know? And maybe that's just because what I'm used to on the... Wow, that gets bright. That is a bright watch. I'm excited to use it outdoors because that's where that probably makes a difference. But if I turn on the flashlight here, you get a bezel comparison, right? You know what I'm saying? This one just looks a lot cleaner, especially being able to see the display from the edges and stuff, whereas this one just kind of turns off. It is a bit chonk. I was gifted a membership. Keep up the good work, Drew. I've been a long-time subscriber. Watch every video. Thank you, Austin. That's nice of you. Let's see. I don't understand people who buy the small watch and then complain about battery life. Well, the battery life is about the same on both the small or big one. But yeah, the bezels are pretty big. I don't think the target demographic of this watch cares about bezels. They just want it to be durable and, you know, as long as they can read it and see it. But that honestly bothers me more than the chassis. The chassis doesn't look half bad. Like, I could get used to the titanium and the crown guard and the action button and stuff. Stopwatch. Boom. Oh, that's cool. You just hit the button and boom. It's timing. So you go back to using your watch as a normal watch, yada, 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 and boom, suddenly I want to time something. Bam. And it starts. And then you stop it here. You lap it here. Wow. I love how it fills the whole screen like that. That's cool. Yeah, I could see why people would want a mappable side button. The first Apple Watch had a contacts button, and it's funny that neither of these buttons do that. You just open a menu for all of the people you're trying to contact. Open a photo on both, and the Ultra loses more of the image. It's weird. The screen is actually smaller. Yeah, I can see what you mean by like the screen being more rounded on the corners. Oh, there's the Dive app. Uh, Open depth automatically? Yeah, sure, why not? I'm not swimming. It's too cold for that, but yeah, it definitely feels like it's cutting off a bit more content when it has such a rounded corner like that. I see what you're saying. Um, what do photos look like on the watch? I don't even know if I have photos. It's cute. Featured. Oh, there we are. Hey, that's a nice one. It's my wife. Can we see both of us? No, it really wants me to look at that picture. Sorry, this paperwork is in the way. Let me get that. Oh, it's like cycling pictures here. What was that from? I can't remember. There's our keys. Likes that photo. But yeah, it's got very rounded sides. Feels a bit more rounded off than this one does. It's almost like it's the same ratio, just bigger. Joshua says, "Close your rings, Drew. It's hard when I make as much content as I do." But I worked out this morning, I promise. I want the Series 9 to have an action button. No, that'd be kind of interesting. Thank you for the support, though. The vessels are the casing, so I don't quite very much. I hate that. You don't hate that? Is this watch really for hardcore adventurers or for people who want to think they're hardcore adventurers and when they're not? Martingale, why does it have to be one or the other? Why can't it be both? Does everybody need the Pro iPhone, or do they just feel like they want the... I feel like a lot of people buy the 16-inch MacBook Pro that don't need it. Can you try the Siren? I'm kind of scared because it gets super loud and I'm inside right now. How do you test it? Do you just hold this down? Where is the Siren button? Do I hold... Oh, yeah, it's here. You hold down the side button. Compass backtrack. I'm kind of scared. It's going to get really loud. There's other people in the house. They're going to wonder what's going on. Okay, you have to explain to me how you turn off the Siren. Ooh. Oh, it gets louder every time. Okay, that's too loud. I'm so... That's so freaking loud. Oh. It's like a countdown. Ow. Ow. Yikes. Okay, that's enough of that. My goodness, that's loud. Yeah. Oh, it hurts my ears too. Did they have to choose that pitch? That's probably just the pitch that travels the furthest. But yeah, I've got a lot of ownership experience to get into. I'm excited to wear this for the next few days and see if I notice anything, pick up on anything. Kind of feels like going back to Series 6 with a bigger bezel, so I wanted to love it, but I guess I saved money. Series 7 is still rock solid. Yeah, I love my Series 7 too. I was just admiring it today. It's still a great watch. Some of my hardcore adventurer friends aren't convinced that the Watch Ultra won't replace their dedicated equipment for stuff like diving, for example. Well, I'm sure it won't for all equipment, but it might equip for some, just like the iPad doesn't replace a computer for all, but it replaces it for some. And it addresses a lot more of the diving market than this watch does, you know. So I think there's a bit of both. Did I just see your battery drop 3% from the Siren? Well, it was at 90. Now it's at 88. But I've been doing other stuff, and it's syncing, and it's just, you know, getting acclimated to my wrist, I'm sure. Oh, there's like a dedicated app for the Siren. That's cool. If you just want to open it that way, you can do it. I guess that's easier. But yeah, it doesn't surprise me that uses a lot of battery because that is freaking loud. If you press and hold the orange button, the Siren goes off. Okay, noted. I won't do that. I don't know if I will ever be in a situation where I need to use the Siren, but sounds like the dang birds outside my window every morning. My gosh, I feel bad for the audio listeners, but okay, we've got the Ultra. I'm wearing it now. We've unboxed it thoroughly, and that took us about 45 minutes. So without further ado, I think it's time to get in to the next big star of the show, AirPods Pro 2. Which I'm very much looking forward to because I keep hearing such amazing things about it. Do I have any leather bands for that? No. Leather? Are you kidding? I like my default sport band. That's my favorite. Or a Nike band is good. Nike sport band. All right, we got our little pull tabs here. Let's open the bad boys. No latitude and longitude on this one. Open it up. Ooh, there it is. Classic and true. We've got... It's amazing how far in advance these were leaked. Mac Rumors dropped a report of what the next-gen AirPod Pros would look like, and these were exactly right. They literally had a prototype, like, I want to say 8 months in advance. Whoa, what the heck? These feel heavy. Are these heavier? Yeah, no, they definitely are. The case size compared to first gen is almost identical. Maybe it has some beefed up magnets in it or something. But yeah, it feels heavier. That's interesting. Really wish we could customize the side button on non-Ultra Apple Watches like an action button. They might do that. They might get around to that with watchOS. How do you not get bored of having to charge it every other day if you like smartwatches? Because I have to charge every day. The watch charges when I'm sleeping, so it's not a big deal. AirPods Pro 2 is insane. The best update ever. Cool. I want to just, before I even open the thing, I want to test this. Because I've never seen anything other than an Apple Watch charge on the Apple Watch charge puck. Sorry, I know this one's old and dirty, but let's see what you got. Let's see what happens if I just... Whoa! It works. It magnetically just goes... Oh, and it makes a sound! It makes the same sound as the watch does. Here, let me get that close to the microphone. The AirPods speaker is used when you're charging it. Here, listen. Oh, it didn't do that time. What? Come on. It only did it once for some reason. That's interesting. But yeah, it's a pretty strong magnet. Come on. Wow. Yeah. No, it holds on pretty tight. That's the thing I like. A Fitbit is about 7-day battery life if you're conservative. Apple Watch is out to sell the Fitbit, so I don't think most people are willing to compromise just for the battery life. But I've tried a Fitbit. It wasn't as good as my Apple Watch, even though the battery was better. So it said pull it out longer. What does that mean? Whoa. It'll like mount on it. Look at that. That's kind of cool. It's like sitting upright. Isn't that like the coolest way? Let's unveil them this way. They're like mounted on the charge puck. Do you use the AirPods Pro daily? Probably not daily, but definitely weekly. Ta-da! Whoa! How cool is that? Oh, I think it made a little sound. AirPods Pro Connect. I love that they're like, ooh, so many little chimes and sounds. Oh, that's fun. Ba-ding! I love how quiet it is, but I can still hear the little noises. Okay, not now. Oh, 69% out of the box. Nice. 66% with the pods themselves. This is what the old pair looks like. You can see the main way to tell the difference between second gen and first gen are the black lines on the inside here. You can see that they're much longer on the first gen compared to the second gen. And they redesigned the ear tips. So they are not interchangeable, which is a bit of a bummer. Is the ear tip material different? It doesn't feel different. But okay. That's the case. They're connected. What do we have on YouTube here? Ooh, Randy music. Perfect. I'm going to put these in for the first time. Ooh, they feel nice. These are clean looking. This is the cleanest they're ever going to be, so admire the pristine look now. It wasn't charging the AirPods from the box. I think for the first time it boots up, it leaves them at 66, which makes sense. That would preserve the battery health. The tips is the Gen 2s have a more dense grill. Yeah, I noticed that. I saw the article about that. The ear tips are not interchangeable. So I'm putting them in. Here they go. Whoa. They had noise cancellation on automatically. So I'm going to start listening to Randy's music from the countdown portion of his last live stream. I like how the case just kind of sits there on the puck. That's a nice little clicking sound. Doesn't. Um, yeah, there's a little difference in noise. It's a little higher pitched. These feel a little more spring loaded. Ooh. Okay. I'm listening to the piano now. Really clear. Ooh. Oh. Ooh, that sounds nice. Good bass. Hitting those mids. I'm picking up a lot of details. Ooh, that's stereo. Oh yeah, try the volume control. Oh. Sorry, I accidentally turned on transparency mode, but yeah, you just kind of swipe on the stem and it gets louder. So you can see the volume here. So watch that bar. Yeah, it just does little stretches at a time. Huh. Turn it up. That's kind of cool. It feels a little weird to be just like just like rubbing your AirPod, but it works. It does change the volume. Yeah, there's still squeeze control for noise cancellation, but now you can swipe up and down. You can't change it a lot all at once, but you gotta go. Wow. It's picking up the mid tone. Ooh. It just hit some really low frequencies. Oh, wow. Man, they sound good. Oh my god. The red icon is the mute button. I don't. Siri kept going off unintentionally, so we just muted it. Wow. I love the sound quality so far. I think I need to do a back-to-back. I need to get a comparison of what they sound like with the first gens. Ooh. Whoa! I got to the part of the song where the bass drops. They're just so full sounding. I like the little volume indicator popping up. Like that you showed the volume toggle when you adjusted it. EDM. Okay, what can I listen to? Let's. No, wait. Song with some bass. What's on my daily mix? Yeah, Delirious. This is kind of EDM style. Yeah, these sound really clear. Yeah, they've definitely got a big emphasis on the bass. I'm currently on AirPods Gen 1. Worth the upgrade, Gen 1 non-pro. I mean, if you're buying if you're buying to the pros, yeah, that's a big upgrade. It sounded so much better, so they have done something. Yeah, I can't really test Bluetooth 5.3 even if I kept the iPhone 14 because I'm using it as a camera. I'm getting like 800 song requests in the chat. Sorry, I can't listen to all that. No, if I try to play music off the continuity camera, the stream's gonna end, so. Okay. That's how those sound. Very clear. Wow, the case is never gonna look that good again. Alright. Sorry for the earwax. My ears have earwax in them. I apologize to all the people out there that assume YouTubers are gonna clean their ears every time. Okay. Putting these back in. Do they connect? They don't know what to connect to. AirPods Pro number 2. Let's connect to number 1. And listen to how it sounds. I mean, these are still pretty good too. It should make the sound now. Let me try to dock it. Honestly, these still sound pretty good to me. I'm trying to detect the differences. I guess they sound a little bit more, maybe a little bit more muffled than the mids. About the same treble. I've got plenty of bass on this song, trust me. Okay. We got this. I gotta remember the sound profile for the first gens. I'm gonna connect to these again. I think I definitely noticed the noise cancellation though. My iMac Pro is making a lot of noise right now because the fan is running. And whenever I put in the second gen, it gets way, way quieter. It's like dead silent. It's kind of insane. But the bass difference is not super noticeable to me. Could just be a Spotify thing, but I'm sorry, I'm not subbing to Apple Music just to tell the difference. Okay. Playing the song again. Could put the AirPods in the old case. Eh. They're like blinking. Doesn't like it. Says they're charging. Yeah, I think they do. I do think they're interchangeable. There was a firmware update for the AirPods Pro 2 which might have made sound changes. I think the noise cancellation difference is more noticeable to me. It's blinking, but they're shown as charging. So, yes, you can charge old AirPods on the new case. Not sure if it goes the other way though. But I think it's blinking because it knows they're not the right AirPods. But now we know that. Just listening to the music again. Yeah, they feel a bit punchier. It might be because the noise cancellation is so good that I notice the bass punching more. Because I can like barely hear anything other than the music right now. It's honestly kind of hard to talk when you're listening. I clean my ears about every day just because my ears get a little itchy. Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. No, they do sound very clear though, especially when I was listening to music. Yeah, like just listening to Randy's music on YouTube right now, it I can hear so many little intricate layers. Like I can hear the vocal layer, I can hear the keyboard layer, the synth layer. Mix up the AirPods and determine which one is Gen 1 and Gen 2. That might be hard. Honestly, it's kind of hard. It's not like night and day difference for me. Upgrade from the Pro 1 to Pro 2. Now it's just Randy talking. um, I'm sure you could tell the difference better on Apple Music. You're probably right, but I'm not willing to sub to Apple Music just so I can justify spending more money on headphones. They still sound really good. They sound very clear on YouTube and Spotify. But okay, let's try the blind test. So Gen 2s are in the Gen 2 case, so I can't look. You guys will know. But I need to like mix them up here, so I'm not looking. I'm trying to forget what I'm doing. Think about something else, Drew. Think about what you're gonna do for your next EV video. Oh, think about all the work you gotta do. You gotta edit the podcast tonight. We gotta get dinner. We're gonna feed people. Oh yeah. Okay. Put your mind in a different place. Think about how your right hip is hurting because you stepped on something wrong the other day during your workout. Okay. Yes, that's right. My leg still hurts. Hopefully I don't need to go to the doctor. Thank God you have a job where you can sit down. All right. My brain went somewhere else. Not looking at the screen. I don't know which is which. I'm just going to open this case. You guys know which case it is. I don't. I'm going to put them in without looking. These are the second gens because the noise cancellation is super drastic, right? Ah, I was right. I could just tell just by like how insanely quiet it got. Okay. So I didn't even have to listen to audio really to tell, but I promise you I couldn't tell which case was which. Took my wife out to dinner for her birthday and missed the UPS guy. That's fine. That's worth it. Get a free trial of Apple Music. I already did. They don't let you do that anymore. At least 2 months more for existing use. If you've already used Apple Music for too long, I don't think they let you keep having the promos. Okay, let's try that again. It would have been more interesting if I picked up the first gens. Okay, thinking about something else. Don't think about which AirPods are which. Eyes are closed. We're going to think about, what should the next tech video be on? Should we talk about the Ultra? Does Drew want the Ultra? Is he keeping the Ultra? Is it worth it? Are those bezels a little too thick? But that battery life, Drew, it's so good. It is a very good battery life. Sorry, I don't know of another way to jumble these up. Okay. Eyes are closed. I'm going to grab these pairs. I hope they're different. Oh, I got to open from this side. Okay, pulling them out. Putting them in. Oh. There might have been a giveaway because just the right one connected and not the left one. Don't know if that's a problem. But seem pretty quiet with noise cancellation turned on. Turned on the music. Stop trying to control the volume, Drew. That would be a giveaway. Okay. I'm going to say these are the first gen. Just because the noise cancellation feels a little bit different. What were these? They were the first gen. Okay. There you go. It may have been giveaway because just the right pod connected, and I could kind of tell that maybe the older pair of AirPods would have a harder time remembering to connect. Because it just got the chime. Just the right pod did the chime. But I'm 2 for 2. I did 2 blind tests, and I could tell which was which. Put them in a hat, rattle it around. I don't want to rattle them around. That's not a good idea. I could do that. Big fan watching you since way back with the green wall. Oh, thanks, Fazen. Let's see. Just got AOS to work first time on my Series 6. Had to turn it off, then back on. Always on. What is AOS? I don't know what that one is. Did somebody say Apple Watch giveaway? No! There's no giveaways on the channel, I promise. We'll never do giveaways. There's too many bots and too many scammers that come around when you start doing giveaways. I don't need any more of that in my comments than there already are. Okay, let me switch to music here. See if I can tell the difference that way. This is a pretty bass heavy song. So I'm gonna turn on transparency mode on both. That way there's no giveaway, because I can definitely tell. Yeah, these are the second gens because it gets absurdly quiet. I'm gonna turn on transparency mode now. Yep. So wow, these are very clear transparency mode. Don't do giveaways, you won't actually gain faithful subs. I know. I learned that the hard way. No giveaways here, sorry. All right, so transparency mode is on the second gen. Put them back in. Are these the medium? I think the mediums are the default pair. They really snap when you close them. We're going to put on the first gen. Any idea where I could buy cheap AirPods 2 case and dust protector? No idea. Don't buy cases for your cases. That's my advice. See, why does the left one not show up? What the heck is that? Okay. I'm turning on transparency mode. These sound... I don't know. It feels... I'm trying to pinpoint what it is. I feel like I can hear more of my internal voice. Like, you know, the sound your voice makes when your ears are plugged. I feel like I can hear more of that with these in than the second gens. I like when you use the volume control, it plays a sound in a different sound when you hit max volume. It's helpful. Oh, I didn't hear the max volume sound. Okay. We've got transparency mode on both and a song queued up. So let's do another blind test. Fine. I'll do it with the hat. If that's what you want. We'll put him in the Tesla hat. That's appropriate. Okay. Are they shuffling? Okay, it looks like they're shuffling. I'm not looking. I'll look over here, thinking about something else. Closing my eyes. Oh, what are we going to do this weekend? Hopefully we get some time to relax. It's been a long week. Kind of tired. Okay. Not looking. Just grabbing. Pulling out this pair. Hopefully you guys can see it. Putting them in. Connected. Connected. Interesting. So this was the pair I pulled. I'm not looking. Still eyes closed. And just from the transparency mode alone, it sounds so clear. My voice, it doesn't feel like I'm wearing headphones. It sounds so clear. So that makes me think these are the second gens. I could be wrong, but I'm going to listen to some music just to pick up the sound quality as well. Oh, why are they still playing YouTube? Play the song. I'm not looking. I hit play. I didn't see which pods I had. Okay. I feel like I'm getting a lot more detail in the mids. I'm just gonna, it doesn't have now playing. I'm just gonna turn up the volume a little bit. Almost feels a little loud on the left. But yeah, there's just a tad more clarity there. And now I looked. Sorry, my eyes are open. They were the second gens. Crash detection just activated. Probably after 2.5 years, my AirPods Pro have the exact same sounding transparency and noise cancellation candle. Really? The exact same? You can feel the Gen 2s by the new McGrill at the top. I know you can, but I was intentionally trying to grab them from the middle so that wouldn't be a giveaway. But no, just seriously, just the difference in transparency mode and noise cancellation was enough for me to tell these were the new pair. Um, I could feel for them, but I didn't do that. Let's see. Been doing the same thing with my Pros and Pro 2s today with Apple Music, and there's a big difference between the lows and the clarity. With YouTube sound, it's not so much different, though, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm sure Apple Music has its own fair share of advantages, but I'm just saying, even if you're not an Apple Music user, which a lot of people buy AirPods that don't use Apple Music, um, I can tell a noticeable difference even in the blind tests between transparency and noise cancellation. It just, everything feels just a lot clearer, which I didn't think the first gen AirPods Pro were that distorted, but transparency mode is insanely good on these things. It feels like you're not wearing headphones. Do audio sharing with 1G in the left ear and 2G in the right ear. Oh, God. How am I going to... Let's try this. All right. Left ear is second gen. Then we have right ear, first gen. Oh, God. This is going to be complicated. All right. Share both. They're at the same audio levels, as you can see. And now let's listen to Delirious Boneless. Oh, that sounds weird. I think they're a little bit out of sync. Huh. This is very bizarre sounding. Let me turn it up a bit. Yeah, it almost feels like the treble on the right pod is a little bit too high. Like, I feel the vocals are more apparent in the right. But the bass, yeah, okay. In this side by side, I can definitely tell the bass is hitting lower frequencies on the left pod. Interesting. Yeah, I do think they have a better sound stage. It's just weird that when I'm listening to the same song on first gen on this ear, second gen on this ear, it almost feels like all the vocals are in this ear, even if I readjust. Use the balance feature and switch between left and right. Oh, I don't even have to do that. I can just open these up. Gen 1, Gen 2. Yeah, okay. Side by side, using both at the same time, it's quite obvious that the bass hits lower frequencies on the second gens, which kind of eats into the vocals a little bit, but not in a bad way. That's a cool way to test them, actually. I didn't think of that. But again, I'm also hearing the second gens just through my left ear, so that's a little skewed data. It's weird. I've loved my AirPods Pro first gen all these years, but now they suddenly sound more tinny. And I didn't even realize they were tinny until I heard the seconds. Interesting. I'm going to switch to all second gen now. Oh, that's better. Much more balanced. Okay. Close the first gen. These do frickin' slap, though. That's the thing. Yeah, they sound pretty dang good. That's amazing. I mean, I don't think the first gens sound bad. I honestly didn't think the first gen sounded bad until I heard these, so Maybe if you just don't listen to the second gens, you won't mind. But I like the case upgrade, that's for sure. Being able to ping these now is much nicer. Okay, we can pause there. I want to try the pinging sound. I don't want to show my location here, but let me open the Find My Network items. Oh no, items need to be AirTag. Drew's AirPods Pro 2. Case. Play sound. I'm going to hit play sound here. See what they sound like. Whoa! They're really loud. Oh my god. And the light flashes on them too. That's cool. Find. Interesting. Okay, so you put them. I'm going to put them back behind me. And it does the AirTag thing, see? Item is moving in precise location cannot be determined. Why not? They're not moving. I threw them over there. Here. Oh, there you go. Here, watch this. I can show this. Boop, boop. Boop. It says here, move back. And then I can ping. Wow. That is very handy. Nice. That's a lot louder than I was expecting them to get. They get almost. It seems like they get louder than an AirPod. What are they called? AirTag. Sorry. What are your overall thoughts on the Ultra and Pro 2 so far? I've been loving my Pro 2s. Yeah, the Pro 2s are impressive. I appreciate the pinging, the AirTag functionality. I love that I can dock them on the Apple Watch charge puck. Oh, they made the sound again. The noise cancellation in the transparency mode is much better on these than the first gens. I didn't know if that would be noticeable, but it is. No, I haven't decided if I'm keeping anything, so don't ask at this point. It's too early. Do they do this from iPhone to iPhone? Can't get mine to work. I don't know. I think you can ping iPhones, yeah. Does it tell you the location on Find Mine if you leave the house without it? I don't know if it'll... It doesn't have GPS data, but if it gets pinged by another Apple device, it'll probably tell you where it is. Yeah, the audio quality of the second gens is kind of like 120 hertz. 60 hertz looks fine until you see 120. Did they do this? Oh, I said, if you've answered, have you? No. That's the feature I want and need. Sounds almost louder than the emergency signal on the Ultra. No, the Ultra is definitely louder. The Ultra I need some more time with. I like the chassis design more than I thought, but I dislike the bezels more than I thought. Maybe I'm just used to the Series 7, but the bezels feel awfully chonk on this thing. And the rounded corners make it feel like it's a big, bulky watch, but I feel like I'm not getting that much more information out of it than I ordinarily would. So, Pat, thank you for the super chat. Can AirPods Pro connect to a Tesla? I don't think so. That's not how that works. You shouldn't be listening to music with headphones on in the car anyway. But I'm most excited to try the battery life on these things. We're starting at 87%. Oh, I know what I wanted to test. Someone said they weren't sure if this was compatible with MagSafe Duo. I know the AirPods Pro are. See? Can just... Look, they even mount. That's hilarious. You can leave it upright. And of course, they'll still work with regular MagSafe. So they dock just like that. But what happens if I try to put the Ultra... No, it works. That's fine. Okay. No big deal. There you go. Both of our new Apple wearables charging on MagSafe Duo together. You can usually tap this and it'll... On the old pair, I could tap it and the light would show up. Does it not do that? See, watch this. If I put these on the charger and it starts charging... Just thinking for a passenger, well, they would listen on their phone. The Tesla can't change its audio output. You can change what device is outputting to the Tesla, but it's like asking your HomePod to output music to your AirPods. That's essentially what it is. Okay, so if I tap the charge light, it lights up. See? I think they got rid of that. How much incline can you put on the Duo Ultra Charge Puck? Duo Ultra Charge Puck. As much as you want, I think. Like, I mean, the band is probably going to limit you more than the watch is, but yeah, see, that's charging. And it'll probably, yeah, it'll charge flat. Ta-da. And you can incline the puck as much as you want, all the way straight up as far as it'll go, and it just sits and charges. So that's no big deal. Makes sense. If it has the U1 chip, it will do everything an AirTag does, except have a replaceable battery. Probably not that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's just funny that I actually use that charge light sometimes. I'm like, oh, is the AirPods done charging? So I just tap it and the light comes on. And I think they got rid of that on this, probably because people aren't like me. Now, I guess maybe they thought there's a speaker now, so you don't need to know. But if I tap, oh no, now it's doing it. Tap. There you go. Okay. It just didn't do it that one time. Picking up my Ultra today, most purchases were from older people. Really? That's fascinating. I wonder if you can accidentally press the action button if you applied too much pressure. Doesn't seem like it. Okay. Yeah. That's pretty sweet. Pretty cool stuff. Definitely the most noticeable design change I think the Apple Watch has ever seen year over year. Do you recommend upgrading from first gen AirPods Pros? I don't think it's like a must-have unless you're just prone to losing your AirPods all the time. Maybe the speaker would be a big deal for you, but if you're just casually using your AirPods Pro, I don't think these are like so much better. Everyone needs to upgrade to them. Like, no, if you can find these for cheap, these are still not a bad option. Just take care of it, don't lose them. But yeah, the AirPods Pro first gen still sound good. I mean, at least get them on sale, get a good discount on them. But second gens are just like on a whole new level. But if you never listen to the second gens, you won't notice how much better they are. So, oh, when you put them back in the case, it makes a little. That's cool. I like that you can see the. I'll zoom in on this. I like that you can see the speaker grill through the. See that? Just a little bit of a grill in there. And what is that? It's not a mic, is it? There's the little wrist strap. I don't know. I don't think I would ever use that. Do you think that the Pro 2 noise cancellation is better than AirPods Max? My Maxes are not very quiet on a plane. I would say it's pretty close. I would say they're neck and neck with each other. I don't have AirPods Max on me right now to compare the two, but yeah, I'm sure they're neck and neck, and these are like less than half the price, so that alone should make them worth it to you. But yeah, I'm impressed with mostly not so much the audio quality, but again, that might be different if you have Apple Music. It sounds like people are saying that's pretty noticeable. What's that spittle? It's a wrist strap. I guess some people wanted to have a wrist strap on their AirPods in case you let go of them while they're in your hand. I just don't do that. I don't know why that's a thing, but why not? Doesn't hurt anything. The battery life still got better, and they added that, so it's cool. I've been looking at a picture of these things leaked for like 8 months, and now to have them in my hands is pretty fun. But I think one of my favorite features is definitely the fact that you can just dock them on the Apple Watch charger like that. That's pretty freaking sweet. These won't do that. I can like prop them, but that's about it. Yeah, that's fun. Just pivot it down like that. I honestly think AirPods Pro 2 sound nearly as good as AirPods Max, maybe even matching. Haven't tried Maxes in a while, though. Yeah, the Maxes were pretty amazing, so it's just they probably just sound different because they're not in ear, they're over ear, so that can make a big impact in sound quality. I don't know how to quickly check the difference in mic quality, but I'm from what I've heard, the second gen Pros sound about the same. Is it possible to do a mic compare? I don't know how to do that. I'm already using Bluetooth for the phone, and the iMac Pro is probably going to freak out if I try to do that many devices. But how long do you think they've been sitting on this product? At least a year. Well, it takes a lot of time to ramp up the production. That's a big impact. That takes some time. So, yeah, Troy says mic sounds no different really from what I've heard. I think that's more of a limit of Bluetooth, not so much the issue of the microphone hardware. So don't expect, if you're unhappy with your AirPods Pro first gen microphone, you're probably going to be unhappy with the second gen microphone. But that's just kind of the world of wireless audio. But yeah, AirPods have always been leaked well in advance because it takes a while to ramp them up. I could record some voice memos, but I can't play them directly on stream, so you're not going to be able to hear what they sound like. Now that you tested the AirPods Pro 2, will you be upgrading? I need some more time with them. I'm not going to make up my mind in this live stream. I don't know. Like, I appreciate the upgrades, but I'm not the kind of guy that loses my AirPods, so I would ping them. And I like how much better noise cancellation is, but that's also something I'm not using terribly frequently. If I was on planes more, it would make sense, but these days I'm driving more than I'm flying. Most people, I guess, are, but particularly now that I got my new car, I'm definitely driving more than I'm flying. I find the new AirPods switch quicker from iPhone to iPad. It's noticeably quicker. Yeah, that's probably because of the H2 chip. I bet that had an impact. Although I don't switch my headphones too much. Do you wish they came in another color? Always. Since the first gen AirPods, I've always wanted them to come in black. But I've just kind of accepted I've accepted we're not going to win that battle. I've wanted that for years, and they've never done it. Yeah, there'll probably be an Apple event in October. I think there's one on track. $429 AirPods Max worth it? No. I barely think they're worth it at $399. That's a stretch. With the bigger ultra strap looks on standard watch models. I showed that earlier in the stream. If you want to scroll back, it works. It's fine. It's not a big deal. But yeah, the new band will work on the old watch. Yes. Is the volume slider on both left and right AirPods? Yes, you can change volume on either one, which is kind of nice. You couldn't do that before. But anyway, it's getting pretty dang hot in here. So I think I'm going to wrap it up. But I appreciate you guys joining me on my first Ultra unboxing and setup experience. I'm excited to use these for the next week, and I will report back to you in the next few days on how they're doing. Tech podcast for channel members dropping tonight, for everybody else tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And thank you all for watching. Hope you have an excellent rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye.